Oh, this stinks. Aren't the seedlings looking great? So I'm so excited to plant these. It is tail end of March, and so actually, it came to my knowledge that our Tennessee, where I'm at, Zone 7B, our frost date was April 15th, tax day. Now it is actually April 27th, but I will still probably go ahead and plant these around mid-April. And if we get a frost, I can always put a frost cloth or something to cover them. We are already getting in the 80s. The lows are getting higher. Once the lows stay around 50 degrees, I feel like personally I'm good to go, and I think my plants will be too. I'm telling you about the marigolds that I was going to plant, and I'm going to do actually 3 packs because I want a lot. I think there was 3. Okay, maybe just 2. 2 marigolds, and these are the Eskimo, and I'm actually going to plant these right underneath my incredible hydrangeas, and I think that they'll kind of mimic each other. This will just obviously be a lot smaller. Plus, marigolds are really great because they're to deter deer and some bugs too. So I love a marigold. And then, like I was saying, I want to do some lavender. The Munstead, it's an English variety. We are going to do 3 primrose. We're going to put in the front yard. Portulaca, I guess. I think they're really pretty. It's like ground cover. I've decided I wasn't going to, but I think I'm going to. I'm going to do some morning glories. This is just the giant mix. It looks like some pretty blue and pinkish red flowers. And then we're going to do some lemon balm. I'm doing herb today. Thank you, Victoria. One of my Master Gardener friends gave me this. And then we're going to do a few cucumbers. And what's cool about cucumbers, you can actually put these on a trellis. It says, garden tip, growing on a trellis saves space, plus makes for easy picking. So I will show you how to do that too. So we're going to start all these today, and since I'm going to do a lot, I'm going to use my soil blocker. So let's go ahead, and I've ran out of soil in here, or potting mix. So I'm going to open up a new bag. And I'm not going to go through this because we've already seen. I'm just going to dump this in there, add some amendments like phosphate, sand, compost, and then put in some water, work it with my hands, and then I'll come back and I'll show you how to use the soil blocker again. Okay, so I have my seed starting mix prepared. It's ready to go. And keep in mind, you don't need any amendments or like compost or anything. You can just start with a bag and some water. It just helps with like the germination rate and eventually helps the plant in the long run. But you can have success with it. Just be easy on yourself. And another thing, use a little bit hotter water. It's going to be more comfortable on your hands too. It's going to act as a sterilization if there's any bad things in there. And then with the soil blocker, you want to kind of get it wet. That way it won't stick on you. You'll have a easy, clean transfer. So you just kind of like a stamp or anything like that. You just stick it in there, wiggle it. Brush any excess if there is. I'm going to push it down in there. That looks pretty good. And then you just want to, let's see, how did I do that? This way? Yeah, this way. And then you kind of pump it a couple times while pressing up. That way you get a clean, even block. And I'll show you. I'll pull you closer. So see, that's what I just did. Perfect little cell block. Okay, and I'll kind of show you as we go. All right, so now we're prepared. Aren't they pretty? Very organized. So each block has 40 cells. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 8 in here. 8 times 4 is 32. So there's 320 potential plants in here. So that's all you need for there, and that's overkill. You don't really need that much. Do what makes you feel comfortable. I have a bag of vermiculite. You do not have to use vermiculite. You can also dust the top with cinnamon, and all that is going to do is prevent algae bloom or growth. And then whatever seed you want to start, and you need like some type of identification, a tape or a sticker or anything like that, and a pen, so you know what you planted. Trust me, you will forget. And then that's pretty much it. So each seed packet should provide you care and maintenance. Like these beautiful lavender, these are the Munstead, an English variety or English type of lavender. It will give you instructions. Most of it says start seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before frost. So in open ground, well exposed when soil is warm. I think it's at least 50 or 55 degrees or workable. And then thin when plants are a few inches tall. And then transplant to garden after frost. Harden off before transplanting. And it says days to germinate is 10 to 28. Depth, 1/4 of an inch. So that basically is like you put it in there and just basically cover. Spacing, 12 inches. Height, it gets 12 to 18 inches tall. And then 40 days to harvest. And these like full sun, and they're loved by pollinators, and you can put these in a container. So I'm just going to go around and start planting. And then after that, I might dust or spray these with the spray bottle, and then I will cover these up until I see green growth, and then at least 50%, because some of these will not have the same germination. 10 to 14, 10 to 28, 10 to 15. Let's see what a cucumber. Cucumber is, it doesn't really say. 2 to 4 weeks before the last frost, but so they're pretty much about the same. You can 2 weeks, they should all be good. And then I'll take this humidity dome off. And like I said, I'm in Tennessee, Zone 7B. Our frost date has changed. It is April 27th now. It's not the 15th, not tax day. And I think that is actually more accurate because we typically have 5 different winters here in Tennessee, and the old wives' tale is Mother's Day is like the green. You can go ahead and plant, and you're in the safe zone. So let's start planting. And if you have any questions or comments, comment down below. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. I want to talk to you. These are little black seeds. Just make a little indentation in here. And I'm having a little difficulty, so I'm going to get a toothpick. I think I showed y'all that last time. So there's a little trick you can do. You can get a toothpick, a wooden toothpick, and you lick it, and then that way the seed will stick onto I don't know if you can tell. It'll stick onto the end of the toothpick. That way you can easily put it in the soil. And you do, it says 1/4 of an inch, so you just want to make sure it's covered. I love lavender. It smells so good. I think they used lavender for aromatherapy. I think it's proven that it reduces stress, or it might promote sleep too. I think a lot of baby lotions have lavender. And I know that I have a lavender spray and it smells good. And it's good for sleep. So I'm just want to plant this, or sow these, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I just finished one cell block, which is 40 plants. And you might be thinking, Josh, what are you going to do with 40 lavender? Well, if you're shooting for 10, I would plant 20 because I wouldn't say it's very rare, but it might be unlikely that you're going to have 100% germination. So go ahead and do a little bit more than what you want. And if you have excess, share it to your neighbor, or like I'm in the Master Gardener Association, and in April we're having a plant sale, so I can always donate that, and the proceeds will go back into the association. That way we can give back to the community that way. So just that's another tip, just do a little bit more than what you would expect or need. One cell lavender. Yay! And see, I probably only need maybe 12 on the side where I need. And I think I have 12 on the other side. I'm going to do 12 on the other side of the pathway. All right, now let's go ahead. I'm kind of excited. Let's do these cucumber. Yay! And these are the Early Fortune by Livingston. And let's see, so planting depth 1 inch. So they will go pretty far down in there. And then it says thin, 12-inch diameter heel, 6 inches apart. They like sun, start indoors 2 to 4 weeks before last frost. Or you can direct sow them after danger of frost, and then they will mature 55 to 60 days, so a couple months. So they should be ready about June-ish time. So go ahead and open these. And I will show you what they look like. They're big. And basically, if you've had a cucumber and the seeds, that's what they are. There you go. And what do I have? So I'm probably only going to do 20 of these, of the cucumbers, and then I'll probably do the other, the cell block. They each have 40. So I'll probably do half cucumbers and then half of this lemon basil. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our indention. They go 1 inch, so that's pretty far down in there. And these are big enough to where I probably could just put them in with my fingers. And I think I've been misspeaking. Each cell is 20. Yeah, so I'm only going to do 10 cucumbers. I think I was a little overzealous. 3, more. Okay, next is our giant mix of Morning Glory. I'm going to do 10 of these. Let's do instructions. After all danger of frost, sow in open ground, well exposed. Cover with a fourth inch of soil to speed germination. Mix seeds and soak overnight in warm water. When plants are 4 inches tall, thin, does not transplant well. So actually these, I'm going to hold off. I'm glad I read. They like to be direct sown. So they probably would not have done well in this. Kind of like my goldenrod. Experience is the best teacher. I learned from experience. So I will hold off on these and wait until, I guess, mid to late April. So let's move on to, oh yeah, let's just go ahead and do the lemon basil. It says direct sow in late fall or stratify for 30 days. That means you could put them in the refrigerator, kind of to emulate cold weather. So I might go ahead for 30 days before sowing in spring. Start indoors, sow on the surface of a flat, keep moist, and at 65 to 70 degrees. So they'll do fine. I'm going to do 10, and if they don't come up, I'll direct sow them. If they do, that is great for me. So let's do that. Okay, next we will do the moss rose or portulaca mixed color. This is a ground cover. So instructions for earliest bloom, start seeds in a sunny window 6 weeks before transplanting outdoors. So we're good to go. Days to germinate 10 to 15, depth 1/8 of an inch. So that's just on the surface. Spacing 2 inches, height they get 4 to 6 inches, and it blooms 60 to 98 days. Wow, so it's going to take a while for it to bloom, but that's all right. And lastly, we have our marigold Eskimo. So instructions for early bloom, start indoors. After danger of frost, sow outdoors. Cover with 1/4 of an inch of soil. Then when plants are a few inches tall, transplant to garden after frost. Harden off before transplanting. 5 to 8 days to germinate. Depth 1/4 of an inch. Spacing 15 inches. Height 12 to 18 inches. Days to bloom 45 to 50. I think they're so beautiful.